Alright, here's the LED video that I've been promising to put up now. This is going to be a long video just because I have to cover so many different types of LEDs here. I kind of want to give them their own each individual right here, and then don't want to rush through them too much. I'm going to start off with the MK4 versions. These are the new LED day driving lights. All of these ones I'm showing in the video now that are in the black are the ones made here in Germany that we're offering exclusively, and the quality is amazing. Now what you're going to see, you just saw there, is it went from the dim to the bright. Now what that is each LED kit comes with its own resistor system, its own little resistor unit, and in that resistor unit has two different plug options. What you can do is set it up just like the OEMs to where when the headlights come on, it automatically auto dims the day driving light for you. When the headlights are turned off, it goes to the daytime driving light, which is a much brighter light. And you'll see that throughout the video with the different lights. This is the dimmer version, what it would be if the headlights came on, and it would be just what they call the standing light. And then I'll switch it over. You'll see the daytime running lights in a second. Now one thing I did want to make sure to everyone understand, they come, each kit, no matter which kit you get, comes with these resistor box units, its own resistor units. And it has the two separate plugs in the back. It gives you basically about 3 or 4 different lighting options that you can hook it up to the car with. You know, you can do just daytime driving lights, standing light only, or you can have both to where it automatically will turn it into the daytime running light or the standing light. It's actually pretty cool. It's just like how the OEM ones would be. And because the manufacturer also produces OEM lighting, the quality of the parts is close to OEM in terms of quality and lighting performances we've seen from an aftermarket part in terms of LED daytime running lights. Now what I'm showing here in the video, and I'll show it on each individual light, each LED has its own projector lens, its own little glass projector lens, which gives it a really amazing field of view of the light, versus the traditional ones where it's just that real directional forward light. Once you go out of, you know, the first 20 degrees in front of the light, the light basically starts to just completely dissipate. And that's the daytime running version, or option, that's on right now. You see it's, and in the video it's really hard to see it because this is in full daylight with the lights on in this room, and it's much brighter in person. It's really hard to capture that on the video. Here's the little block versions. And these ones are really tiny. They're great for installing into bumper vents that already have fog lights. And then I just switched over now to the option that would be the standing light. Daytime running light, standing light. Take these off. There's the little projector lenses for each LED. Here's the ones with the angled lens, the deeper angled lens. And these are good for any type of bumper or bumper vent that has a real deep profile to it. Now again, I gotta mention, remember these are universal lights, except with the exception of the MK4 specific unit. All the rest of the lights are universal fitment. They can be installed into any car. We even have some customers using them on motorcycles. And there's the daytime running light. And you see on the back, they're all heat sinked out, and that's an actual full metal casing for the body. It's not plastic. And even the resistor units, it's a full metal body there too. And all the plugs, connections are all OEM, you know, waterproof style connections. Each kit comes with its own bag of install hardware. This is the MK4 one, but the other kits are pretty similar. It has, you know, extra fuses in there, zip ties, nuts, bolts, fasteners, basically everything you're going to need to install the lights into the car. They also come with full instruction manuals with photos, written instructions, wiring diagrams, schematics, everything. It's in German, but we are working on translating them to the English. Now here's import ones. Now we offer these on the site as also. They're much cheaper than the German-made ones, but the price is in comparison to the quality. It's again hard to show in the video, but basically the quality difference is night and day. I mean the lens material, the body construction, you know, versus the full metal body with, you know, the anodizing painting, and you know, versus the plastic on the import ones. You know, you have the real rudimentary style connections on the import ones versus like the OEM style connector on the German ones. But if you're on a budget, we do offer these on the site, and they will work. And they are pretty bright, as you can see there. But the one thing I just don't, you know, some people it's a preference thing, but for me, I like the white LED, and this one just has a little bit too much of a little blue tint to it. And typically you get that with the lower quality versions of the LED daytime running lights. I really don't want to knock them too much because they're an inexpensive kit that can be installed, and they work. But again, compared that to the German ones like I'm holding now, and it's just really no comparison. Here's those MK4 ones again. It's already pre-installed into the vent. It basically can't get easier to install unless a little garden gnome came in the box, popped out, and put it in your car for you. Now I'm going to grab some OEM bumper vents. Now I can't show everybody every type of bumper vent. There's just too many different types. I mean, like I said, universal, any car in the world. But since we do Audi Volkswagen, I'll show you some quick Audi Volkswagen ones. This is an MK5 with a fog light. Now you can see there the slimline really can't work. It's just a little bit too long. You'd have to cut into that piece of plastic right there where the fog light would mount to, and it could be done, but if you got the block ones, these little block ones would actually fit in there almost perfectly. And that would allow you to keep the fog and have daytime running lights, which I know a lot of people are interested in doing. Now, if you want to run the non-fog vents with the LED daytime running lights, these ones here, MK5, just again, it's just an example. It's only vents I had laying around that were close. Now, if you say you have an MK5 Golf or a Jetta or a GT, GTI, doesn't matter, and you got these vents with the slim lines, the slim lines are almost a perfect fit into these vents. They are a perfect fit for MK6, but for MK5, it couldn't get easier than that. It really couldn't. You just cut out that piece of plastic right there, and they pretty much just drop right in. You can just mount them right up. Now these slimline ones that I have here in the video, these are the smoked lens versions. They come in smoke lens and a clear lens. So if people wonder why it's a little bit dark, it's just because those are the smoke lens versions. It's the only ones I had laying around. This is another bumper vent. I don't even know what model it's from. I was down at the warehouse. I grabbed vents, and so I'm just throwing it out there just to show you, get the gist of how they would install. Slim lines wouldn't fit in this particular one. I don't know if this might be a Polo or something. I'm not sure, but the block ones would be a better fit. You could cut out a slot for the small block versions. Slim lines are just a little bit too long. Now, they're not on the site yet, but I am going to put all the measurements up of these LED lights on each individual product page, and the measurements will be the longest point, widest point, and the highest point of each light. And that way you can kind of take pre-measurements before you order and see which one is probably going to be best suited for you. Take these vents away, and I mean, yeah, that pretty much that sums it up. You know, they're great lights made in Germany. We offer them on the site. If anyone has any questions, just email me, info@tmtuning.com.